Oh yeah. Everything always works when you don't need it to.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Deathmatch Russell Podcast. Let's get it on!
Come into the ring, step into the fire, see what you want, baby. If your heart has desire, and get up, get knocked down. Deathmatch Russell Podcast, Deathmatch Russell Podcast, Deathmatch Russell Podcast.
Good evening, everyone, and you're listening to another episode of the Deathmatch Russell Podcast. My guest at this time, the one and only, he's got a couple belts around his shoulders, and I can't keep track of how many belts he's got now, but he's got a lot of belts. The one and only Sam Stackhouse. How you doing again, man? Welcome back.
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. It's been a while since we've chit-chatted it up, right?
It has. Too long.
Right now, our other partners over there at our buddy there, Everett Lee, is over at his brother's house. I guess what Monday Night Survivor Series. I don't know what the hell he's watching tonight. He's watching something Monday night. So shout out to
Raw.
Yeah, Raw is
Raw.
Wars, whatever it is. Raw Monday night, something like that. I used to watch it all the time. I'm out of loop when it comes to WWE. You know that.
We watched the pay-per-view the Survivor Series. It was actually pretty good.
Was it?
Both the War Games matches were pretty good. Some of them took some crazy bumps, man. And then the whole story with I'm into the only thing really I'm paying attention to right now is the Usos and Sami Zayn. I'm into that pretty good. It was good stuff. It was good stuff. But
yeah, the way that built up when Sammy was, wanting to become
it was good stuff.
And actually, I'll tell you what, Sam, I'll tell you what, I never forget the last, when I was at GCW, one of the last shows in Atlantic City, right? It was a Sunday night, and I guess WWE was doing Sunday Night Stunner. So I like telling this story how I got free tickets. You ready?
Yeah. So
I'm walking around. I'm walking around the Hard Rock Casino looking for tickets and trying to look on my cell phone. Can I get tickets? I want to try to get tickets for tonight. Man, where can I get tickets? The booth is closed, and I'm walking around with my battery charger, in my pocket. And this lady comes up to me. Hey, can I use your charger for like 2 minutes? Are you trying to go to that wrestling tonight? I'm like, yes. And so she gave me swap the ticket on the phone. And
that's cool. Hey.
So I got to see the second half of the main, the whole so it was great. Like I got to see Sheamus to the Usos and some of the girl divas and Ricochet. So I was like, all right, this is awesome.
That is awesome.
It was a street fight, and it was a street fight too for the the main event was a street fight.
Nice.
Street fight. So
yeah, I saw the pictures of some of the WWE people backstage at that last GCW show that they had there.
Yeah, and the funny thing was, man, I had a couple of my coworkers, and one of my coworkers was right up front of me. I didn't even realize he was sitting right in front of me. But I had the floor seat, right up on the back end of the bleachers, back looking, at an angle, one of those angled seats. So what,
Oh, every time I've only sat close one time. The rest of the time I've always bought like the $17, the $25 ticket or whatever.
Yeah,
because it was mine and my wife's anniversary a couple years ago. We were like second row.
Yeah,
and that's because my sister bought us the tickets. So that's the closest. I never get the expensive tickets either. You can say the same thing. And chances are the closer you are up front, the less you can see because people are at the same level. So unless you're tall, you're not going to be able to see. And if you're tall, you'll be blocking whoever's behind you.
Nah, but I don't have to worry about that when I'm a gate changer.
Oh no. They shove people out of the way there.
I got the VIP treatment. Come on,
Heck
come on. Front row OG there, come on.
Heck yeah.
But no.
Can't wait to be at the showboat. I'm
Oh
pretty
my
stoked for
God,
that.
we're bringing it. Sam.
Yeah.
We're gonna have such a fun time. Like we'll have a drink if you have a beer. No.
Oh heck yeah.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
I'll join you for a beer. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun night. Really,
Yes, sir.
it's a whole but like lots of wrestling. Like it's just like it keeps on going. Like three nights of wrestling almost. It's like you'll be like, all right, I'm not tired, but I'm gonna still go.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be worth it.
It's a fun trip to get out. Plus, it's well worth it to go check out the shore.
Yeah. I've never been there, so it's gonna be pretty cool.
It is. I was like, oh man, and then I see Hunter got a spot too as well. So.
Heck yeah.
And
It's gonna be good.
We'll have other names.
Good New Year's.
We still have a lot more names still to come. I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, there's like I think there's 2 or 3 shows still before that. I think at least 2 shows before that.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
They haven't even got to announcing what's happening on New Year's yet. So
no, we got Willie Mack. I see Willie.
I saw that. Yeah, that's cool for me because I've wanted to meet Willie Mack since I started wrestling basically.
And what about Too Cold?
I got to meet him in Vegas. He's super cool.
Yeah, he's a nice dude. He's wrestled at Matt Tremont's school before. I've seen him.
Heck yeah. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to see who else they announce. So that's been pretty cool. I also saw that there's going to be a music Bamboozle Fest in May there in New Jersey, and DCW is going to have a show there. So I saw the post the other day. So hoping to be back for that one.
Ooh, man! I better put my money aside.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, because I think the tickets for the festival thing went on sale the other day, and I don't know how it's working. If you have to have like tickets to the festival to go to wrestling, or how I don't know yet. So I guess we're all waiting to find out.
Yeah. I'll get the ins and outs. Yeah, I saw somebody post something about that. I'm like, I got to check this out.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've done those festivals before. They've done those like cool rock.
Yeah, I think it said that's like the 20 year or 25 year anniversary, but they haven't done it in like 10 years though. But I guess it was huge for like all I've seen is comments about people saying they went to it when they were teenagers, and it was like a rite of passage back in the day there, I guess, to go to Bamboozle Fest. So
yeah, it's like a Woodstock of the 90s or 80s. The new era of wrestling.
So that's pretty cool. Got that coming up. That's gonna be awesome. How you been?
I've been pretty busy, man. Just I'm sure you see I'm help boost a little XPW action coming in January.
Heck yeah.
First 2 back to Newark. They're gonna do their second show there. But I'm looking forward to see what that's like and see Masada again. I haven't seen him in a while.
I wrestled him a couple months ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably the most brutal match I've ever been in my life. So it was pretty rough, but it was good. It was good. I kept up. We bled everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I got a piece of the canvas up on the wall in the garage.
There you go.
They immediately, like, I've never seen a place do it, but they like immediately like started cutting up the canvas as soon as the match was over because I guess they'd already had a new canvas coming. I was like, right on. So they were just passing out pieces of it. I was like, cool.
That's a score. Hey, keep it on the wall. Treasure to remember. It's like
I don't know whose blood on it. It's one of us.
It's like a package of I still have like on my shelf somewhere a package of Masada skewers that I signed.
I got some bloody ones around here somewhere because I kept.
Yeah, I have some too. I have some around.
I kept the ones that were in my head.
You know what? I don't think I ever show anybody this. Man. I never show this off. I keep this on my top of my headboard, right? I went to VOW down in Virginia.
Uh-huh.
Dude, it was a board, and it's dried blood on this.
Nice.
Like, look at the
dang.
Like
yeah.
I think I have Masada. Who the fuck else is on? Oh shit. Colt 45.
Oh snap.
Oh man. Pondo. I think Pondo's on
cool.
here.
Heck yeah.
And Toby's on it.
I got to meet Pondo on Mania weekend. He was super cool too.
Pondo is just one of those guys you could just cut the shit with and have fun with. He's always up for talking, man. He can.
My favorite
Yeah.
XPW guy right now though is hard body. That's my guy.
Oh man,
That's my dude.
Yeah, if you got nothing to do later at 9 o'clock, log into the Sprecher on Facebook. Click on it and listen to the Black podcast. They've been cutting it up lately. Hardbody's been a guest, and Schlack as always, but this is funny.
Hardbody's kept me awake on some of these long old drives I do every weekend.
Yeah,
he's usually up in Canada, which I always forget that he's from Canada. I always forget.
Canada. Yeah, it's like Eddie too, Sexy Eddie.
Yeah. I didn't even know he was from Canada. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's original, but he's wrestled Game Changer. He's done. He's done ECWs back in the day, actually.
Yeah.
Him and Supreme, and Sage.
Well, see, XPW is a goal of mine too, because I remember like probably 2000, early 2000. I was buying those DVDs from the FYE at the mall here in my hometown.
Exactly, I told that.
I still have some of them.
I was telling like Rob Black, and just like guys that like Will, the guy on XPW. I was telling, and Chad was telling, we were buying DVDs from like Blockbuster to all these Nobody Beats the Wiz to like the bins. Remember that? Like,
That's where I would find them.
$5 bins.
Yeah, because Pogo the Clown that was my dude. Supreme was awesome. There was some good ones. There was some good. Those dudes were ahead of their time back in, because I saw some crazy stuff in XPW back in the day.
Oh, dude, even my buddy shout out to Homeless Jimmy. One and only with the shopping carts, man. If it wasn't for him to innovate those, where would those have been? This day and age, because you see them all over the place.
You see them,
which is crazy, right?
Yeah,
and I'm sure you would love to, but maybe not. I don't know. A spot. That's a hard spot to because I'm sure you see that Eric Ryan has done that.
Yeah, man. That's brutal. Brutal.
I'll tell you what, man. I remember going to holy shit. When Game Changer did the show down in Chicago, we did a show down there, and you know what? We had to bring a cart in the ring for what's his name? G something. Oh no, Schlack and Eric.
Yeah,
so it was a spot, man, dude.
Oh,
right out of the tubes, and then
gosh, I can't imagine. Yeah, see, I've never even taken a light tube before yet, so I'm already out.
You need to. You gotta step that. You're not scared. I know you're not scared. Taxes.
No, I'm not. It's just never, because in Oklahoma, where I train at and wrestled at for the past like 13 years. We're not allowed to do it here, anyways. Yeah. So I've never been in a match that had them or anything either. So, I've never. Still waiting.
Well, you never know. New Year's, New
Year's
coming. Somebody could piss you off, and you want to. You don't know.
I'm here for it.
I mean, we're so used to doors,
Oh yeah. Well, see, I'm just now getting used to doors, because like. I've done hardcore, like I've pushed the envelope in Oklahoma as much as I've ever been allowed to. Like I had to write a note to the commission one time to save my license because we used fire one time. So I've done everything but light tubes, because I've like I said, I've gotten away with everything I could here. So then, and down in Texas they use tubes, but I haven't been in a match with tubes yet. That's weird. Need to change that.
I know.
I've never even hit anybody with one. That needs to change for sure. That definitely needs to change.
Play a little barbed wire bat doesn't hurt.
Hey, I've had that. I've messed with that before. It didn't end well for me. Actually. That was a hard way day.
Yeah, man. But now it's just give everybody the credit that still do it. We still just like in the insane way that you're creating. GCW really created insane displays of how to do it.
Yeah, like when they do those knife boards freak me out, man.
Dude, I was watching. I replayed. I was just replaying the H2O Low Life Louie with oh gosh, what's his name? And they just did a spot with the board, because they put Louie's banner up on the wall after,
Oof,
that's rough. But, oh my god, just those guys. I don't know, man. I don't know. But if you look closer, I think they put the caps on them. I don't know. I think
that's still. It's just the visual. That's still I had to turn away for the first time when I was watching. I was at a show about a month ago or so down in Austin, Texas, and the main event was Dmitry Alexandrov versus Sky De La Cremosa versus Hoodfoot. And it was probably one of the best death matches I've ever seen live. They had to make sure of everything. They had to make sure they ran the spots, they did all the cool stuff. And then they had all the deathmatch stuff. This dude, he put the syringes, he had their hands down, and Dmitry put syringes in both their hands, so when they came up, they looked like Wolverine. And then Hoodfoot yanks him out, and then he ends up putting two of them in Dimitri's face, and then hitting him with a brain buster while he's got the syringes in his face. I had to turn away on that one.
Yeah. It's like the skewers by Takeda. And oh god, it's just
brutal.
It's brutal, Joey. Of course, we've seen the lemons on the Joey's.
Oh my goodness, that was crazy. We need that metal. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. That dude, that's a wild man right there. That is a wild man.
Yeah, but nothing beats the past when Marcus Crane, we brought pigeon spikes to the ring, Those things, they're not cheap. Those are cheap, they are cheap. They're like $20 or so. Yeah.
Oh. Man. You know what? Those gusset plates freak me out too. I don't like that, man. I don't like slicing. Weirds me out. Like stabbing, I'm okay with. I'm okay with getting stabbed. I don't want to get sliced. I'm perfectly fine with getting shanked. I'm cool with that. Just the slicing.
Just take a fork to the ring. So
just the slicing. The slicing's where they lose me.
Yeah, little car. Well, Nick, of course, we can't leave Nick out for carving.
Well,
he's the king of carving.
That is true.
He is the king of carving.
You get a match with him. That's worth it. You can carve whatever. Let me wrestle Nick Gage.
Yeah.
Brett. Brett, let me wrestle Nick Cage. Let me wrestle Nick. What's up with that?
Yeah. Fuck that card.
Hey, I'll wrestle him too. I don't care.
You did, man. That's
I'll do it again.
Absolutely.
This time I'll be prepared.
Yeah. Well, I saw on Twitter he doesn't want to come. He says he has an engagement or something.
He was supposed to be here. He was supposed to be here at the home base.
Yeah.
And that didn't work out too good.
No, it didn't work for him when he has a little marriage proposal.
Oh man. I saw that. Yeah, last time. Yeah. I think he's wrestling Starboy Charlie next week. I think that's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be crazy. That's next week, right? Yeah.
I think it's the 13th. Yeah, that's crazy.
I know. They're making
whatever next weekend is. I don't even know what my dates are.
I don't even know. You're so
the second week of December. This is only guys. I didn't wrestle at all this last weekend. It's only the second weekend the entire year that I haven't wrestled.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a big year. It's been a big year. But that last trip, when I went down to Harlingen, Texas, that one took me a few days to recover from. That was a long trip. It was a 12-hour drive each way. That was a long trip. That was worth it. And I did. Oh yeah, but I did both. I did both the 12 hours without. I drove down there one day, 12 hours, and then that after the show that night, I drove straight back.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so I drove down. I drove down there on Friday. Right?
Holy shit!
all day Friday. Stayed the night Saturday. Did the show Saturday afternoon, and then drove all the way back. Got home Sunday morning at like 9 or 10 o'clock.
Forgetting where you are exactly.
Yeah, it was brutal. It was brutal. So that took me about all last week to catch up anyway. So I'm glad I didn't have to wrestle this weekend because boy, that took it out of me.
Yeah, you driving down to Jersey? Yeah.
Oh no, I think I'm going to fly up there.
Yeah,
it's a 24-hour drive for me.
Yes, I was going to say that's
yeah. That's a long that's a long way. It's not even a drive there. It would just be the drive back that I would dread.
Exactly.
Like getting there, I'll be so amped up getting there. It won't feel like anything. Once it's over, then I'm going to be like, oh yeah, now I have to drive home.
I know.
So,
I know, but you know what? It's going to be something different.
Oh yeah. Oh, I would walk there if I had to. I'd start walking right now if I had to. I'd make it there. I'd make it there in time, probably, if I started today.
Yeah, right. Yeah, full beard growing.
Yeah, for real. I showed looking like Forrest Gump when hey, I'd probably be in a lot better shape in a month when I got there, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's only like 30 minutes from me. That's all.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
You know,
there's nowhere close. Like everywhere's a drive for me. Even Dallas is about 4 hours. Houston's 8 hours. San Antonio
that's my bucket list. That's definitely like on my radar next summer. I'm going to start like really going on trips. I want to, because I got all my stuff done. I got all my passports and I got my real ID card now with the little gold star, so I can just go on a plane. And,
I'm waiting on my passport to come in the mail. So we're still waiting. Hopefully it gets here soon. I'm trying to go trying to go places this year.
I know.
This next year.
Yeah, 2023 is a good year to be. Yeah, it's going to be a real,
Oh, you know me. I'm just here. I'm along for the ride. Along for the ride. Whatever comes, we'll make the best of whatever opportunity we get, and we'll just keep on going like we always do.
I know, Sam. Yeah, last time I talked to you, we were just like, oh, you're just still talking about you're still getting yourself all amped up. You're facing Cardona. That was the last time I think we talked. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, man.
That was like what was that? 2000? Oh my gosh.
It was last. It seems like it. Like in actuality, it wasn't that long ago, but it seems like it was years ago. But it was really only. It was a year ago because it's only been a year and like 2 months since I wrestled Cardona. Because that was August of 2021. So it's been about a year.
Then you went to New York.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was insane. My brain still hasn't. Still hasn't processed that.
I mean, to be step foot in a place like it was, to feel like you're part of it's amazing, isn't it? It's like that.
It is. Yeah, man. Because there's like one thing of like getting a couple matches on GCW, but like there's another thing of being on literally the biggest independent wrestling show that's probably ever taken place.
Yeah,
and I get to say that forever. Just a dude from a small town in Oklahoma, I got to go all the way to the big city and be out there. Man, that was great. Because even like I've been telling people, even Cardona, that was his first time ever wrestling at the Hammerstein. Like the Hammerstein is a bucket list for like pretty much all wrestlers.
Yeah, and for like big
fans,
and like Big fucking Ben, like his father.
Oh, that's my
paying homage to his father. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah. I'm hoping I get to see him on New Year's. I haven't seen him since Mania weekend.
No, yeah.
We hung out a lot. We hung out a lot on Mania weekend. But I haven't seen a lot of the dudes since Mania weekend.
No.
I mean, I've been on shows here and there with a few people, but I saw. Let's see, who have I seen? I've seen Gringo a couple times. Me and him have been on shows. Who else? I've seen I saw Tony Deppen a few months, about a month or so ago, down here in Texas. So whenever the GCW guys come down to Texas, I usually see them. But that's about it now.
Yeah, when we do the Texas GCW show, the local wrestling shows.
Oh yeah.
That's what I want. That's why I said I want to get my ass down there.
Oh yeah. Houston's a fun place. It is the Houston Premiere. It's a whole experience at that Houston Premiere. It's not just like whatever wrestling show you're going there. It really doesn't even matter because the building itself is a whole vibe. Like it's a whole thing. So it's like it's a whole experience. Because half the time, I like the logo shows, and even when the GCW was there, there's just as big of a party inside the building as there is or outside as there is inside.
Yeah.
So it's in a dark alley. It's probably the sketchiest looking place you'll ever go to, but you'll have the most fun probably you've ever had in a long time or ever down there. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. And the people down there are great.
I'll never forget, like GCW's done like the NGI one. We did our first outdoor show, and that was like an experience out in like the middle of nowhere. Okay. But then I took a trip to Mid-South, for IWA's King of the Death Matches 2016 when John became the king. the Duke, you know.
Yeah.
One, but that was at a gay bar. I was like, this is very interesting, and it was like about 100-degree weather, you know, and I passed out.
Yeah,
my friends are like, "You want to go to the hospital?" No, dude, I'm not gonna fucking go to no shitty in Indiana, like, or you know.
Yeah, that might be one of the bad things about coming to Houston in the summer, because I think that Loco show, in July or whatever it was, I think there was like two or three fans that passed out and had to get. So it can get pretty brutal in there. I've wrestled in there where it's over 100, and I've wrestled in there where it's below freezing.
But they all took care. But they, you know, Ian and his staff took care of me, so that was awesome. You know, you try to have cold water in hand, you know.
That's good of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's when John and everybody, man, that's a cool tournament. That was a cool.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
DJ Hyde was there, Devin Moore, Reed Bentley, Joseph Schwartz, there's a whole bunch of others. You know, it was just a fun night just fun, you know.
Oh yeah.
My first like outdoor, you know, going out, you know, Midwest tournament, you know, like going to see that, and then I got to go back again, you know what I mean? But to the arena, you know, where they had the flea market where they would always do the shows. I did the Guardians of Hardcore. I remember that was a good one. That's when oh God, who was it? Brad Cash faced Masada in an electric lights match.
Jesus.
Yeah, check that out. You have to. There's something.
Oh, I'm sure I'll find. Yeah, that's correct. That sounds crazy.
Nick Gage was there. Nick, Miedo and Cyclope were there too.
Oh, snap!
Arrow Boy, Ludark.
So I was in a deathmatch tournament with Arrow Boy, a few months ago. Mm-hmm. Actually, he's a cool dude too. Mm-hmm. Wrestled Casanova Valentine in that tournament. Yes. It was me. It was a triple threat. It was me, Hardbody, and Casanova Valentine. Good time. It was a good time. I got shot in the back with a Nerf gun that had thumbtacks on the bullets.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. And Casanova got it way worse because he had we were in a the whole match was every 90 seconds we had to take it. We all had to stop, do what we were doing, and take a Jello shot. Each one of us every 90 seconds, and there was like 50,000 thumbtacks. So there was there was thumbtacks everywhere from the very beginning of the match. The ring was covered in thumbtacks, and somehow I'm not gonna say who did it. Took Casanova ended up with his boots off in the tacks everywhere. It was one of the most brutal things I've been involved in. It was crazy. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I've had thumbtacks all kinds of places, but in the bottom of my feet, I don't know about that.
Jimmy Chondo Line is Jimmy Chondo's known for that though. He's like he's the daredevil of the feet.
Oh, no,
he's had syringes in his feet.
Oh no. I think I've seen Joey do that before too.
Yeah.
That's brutal. That's a lot. That's heavy. That is heavy, man.
It really is.
That's a lot.
Yeah. No, if it was Kenzai, forget that. Ooh, God. Oh, now I'm thinking like, all right, that's
I know. As soon as we get off here, I'm definitely gonna watch deathmatch wrestling for the rest of the night. Now it's what my mood is into.
Huh? Yeah.
I said I'm definitely gonna be because I actually started watching WCW yesterday.
Did you?
And I've knocked out like 3 or 4 episodes of was it Thunder or not Thunder, the other one, Nitro, because I never watched it because I didn't really start watching wrestling. Why I didn't have the ability to watch wrestling until they started putting SmackDown on like UPN or whatever, and like it was probably 99, 2000, something like that. Maybe it might have been somewhere in there. So that's when I started watching wrestling. So I never watched WCW when it was like happening. The first time when we finally got cable and I was able to watch WCW, it was the week before the last episode. Because I was watching the last episode and it was like 2000. That was like 2002. And that's when we finally got cable and I could watch it. So I've heard everybody tell me there were some pretty good there's hidden like gym matches and just some good storylines and stuff. So I've been catching up. The first few episodes have been pretty good. Mm-hmm. I've never even watched this is gonna sound crazy, but yesterday was the first time I ever watched a whole Hulk Hogan match in my entire life.
Holy, what match was it? Did you?
It was him. Who was it? Well, there was two. One of them was him versus Big Boss Man, but his name wasn't Big Boss Man. It was like Big Bubba or something like that.
Yes.
That was the first actual full match that I ever watched of him. And then the next episode 2 or 3, he was wrestling Wall Street guy, I think. Can't remember what his name was, but yeah, those are the first 2 full. And then it was him and Flair on the second episode. That's what it was. It was him and Flair. And and then the next week was Flair and Sting, and Ric Flair took probably 45 bumps in that match against Sting. I was like, he was bumping on the floor, bumping off the top rope. He took like 17 slams. It was crazy. It was good though. And then I think the very first match of the first episode was when they're at the Mall of America, and that was because I've seen clips from that show, and I've seen clips from that show, but I've never actually watched the full shows. Actually, it's been pretty good, so I'm gonna keep doing that. But I don't think I'm watching deathmatch stuff tonight.
Sting's gonna be actually. Shout out to Chad from Standalone Wrestling. Sting's gonna be actually at the show in Tom's River in December.
I think I might have saw a flyer for that. Actually.
Yeah, a whole bunch of wrestlers are gonna be there. It's insane, but it's gonna be a good night. Good night of wrestling. People to come out and check out some high talent, and
Sting was at that show in Wichita where I wrestled Jacob Fatu. He was at that show. He was super. That's the first time I ever met Sting. Never thought I'd be in the same locker room as Sting.
How was that experience?
It was awesome. But like I said, I mean, it was awesome because I know who he is. But I mean, I didn't grow up with him like everybody else did. But like, I know who he is, and it was crazy to think that like I'd ever be in the same locker room. He's tall, way taller than he looks on TV in real life.
Yeah,
that's way taller.
They always say, the camera doesn't,
Yeah.
But,
who is really, really misleading on how tall they are is Mick Foley. When you see him in person, he's like a dude. He's like a big dude. Mm-hmm. But like he never looked like I didn't realize he was that tall when I was growing up on TV.
Yeah.
But now, I met him in person. That dude is tall.
That's like people say, like, Big Show, but he's really not that. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird size wise. People, think, there's some wrestlers you're like, holy shit, they're this small though.
Yeah, that's a lot of the cases when I've been to the live shows, they were smaller than they look on TV. But there's a few of them that are bigger.
Look, the really smallest one is Hornswoggle, and he still will be.
Oh yeah, he'll always be that way. Yeah.
Good dude. Good dude. Oh man, he's a character.
Oh yeah.
But no, actually, we can't say the smallest because also Marco Stunt.
It's true. They were both of them were in the match with me and Hammerstein.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda. We all 3 got beat up.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
I think Marco might have got the worst of it.
And then Billy Starks had her match, and everybody just shout out to Billy just for coming back from Japan. She just did that whole Japan tour. She was excited to do that.
That's awesome. That's the dream, man. That's awesome. And she's knocking it out already, early.
Mm-hmm. I know. Just turned 18, and she wanted to live that dream and got to do it. It's hard. It's a scary. You're learning. I was watching that video of her talking with. Look at, but I guess she learned the Japanese. You saw that video with her talking to the news crew. I'm like,
that's awesome.
People,
I couldn't imagine. I'd be scared to like. If that happens for me, I'm going to be scared at 30. I'm 33 years old. I'm going to be scared. I couldn't imagine. You
could have Ninja Mac be a train you, teach you.
Well, that's my boy.
I know. Got the Ninja.
I told him I'd learn Japanese so we can practice because he says he always he loses the Japanese when he comes back home. Yeah. So I was like, well, shoot, I'll learn it. So then whenever you're here, we can talk Japanese and then freak everybody out.
Yeah, or Dante, right?
Oh yeah, Dante's my boy. He's still over there.
He is.
Mac is home right now until I think he goes back like next week. But Dante's still over there. He's over there till I think January.
Wow.
So, but I think they'll both be at that big Noah show that like Shinsuke's wrestling. Was it who thing? My brain just went blank.
No.
But the one that Shinsuke's on,
Yeah.
I think they're both be on that show. So and they shout out to them too because they actually did do some crazy stuff. Because number one, wrestling two foreigners wrestling for that belt has only happened one other time.
Yeah.
And it was like 20 years ago or something like that, long time ago. And then this was the first time ever in the history of that title that two Americans wrestled for it in Japan. That's never happened before until they did it. So that's absolutely crazy. Two of the Houston boys.
We're proud of them, man. We're just proud of those guys.
Dude,
they've come a long way, and they deserve.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's they're showing who and Ninja really knows. He's got those movesets down. Like
and he hadn't even showed everybody everything he can do. It's crazy. That I don't think he's human. I'm pretty sure he's an alien because his brain works different. His body works different. Like he has more control over his body than any person I've ever seen in my life.
And once you see him go to that casino table, forget it,
bro. That's what I was talking about. I didn't know if you knew about it. That man is crazy. Okay, I swear he can read. I swear he can read the people. Like he I don't know, man. It's crazy.
He likes the AC. I'll tell you that. So.
His brain is like a computer. It's crazy.
Yeah. Just gotta be careful, man. That's all, Yeah,
it's crazy the way his brain works. So I arrested him here, and he came to Oklahoma City, and I arrested him here, and then it was at a casino, and I got to see what he could do, and it was crazy. It was something to watch. Yeah, it was something to watch.
Yeah, yeah. He's really likes to. Yeah, but it's a hobby. Hey, do it. Have fun.
It's a hobby that makes him money because I ain't never seen him lose.
I ought to give him some money. Maybe he could win. Maybe he could. I'm thinking. I'm gonna say, hey, Ninja, do me a favor.
For real, I'm like, hey,
take this $50 bill, please.
He'll bring it back. He'll bring it back to you doubled or tripled, probably.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But I'm not a gambler, so I play. I'm a slot machine guy.
Yeah, see, I've never actually played like real blackjack before in my life, or like any real card game ever. I've only played I play the slot machines when I go to the casino. I don't really go to the casino anyways. But if when I do, I just play the slot. I'm definitely gonna have to hit that thing up in Atlantic City. I'm definitely going to.
Yeah. Keep your wife away from your credit card. Well, we do have that actually. Also that arcade right there too, which was really cool. There's a nice arcade right there. So you got go-karts too. Insane.
See, that's one of my goals. I'm trying to search out the arcades in all the cities I go to because I found a really nice one that I go to in Dallas. It's like they're like 300 or 400 games. They even have like a console area set up where they have like a game library and stuff, and they have like all the classic consoles and the new ones. And it's like $11 for all day. And I think it's like $13.
Well, if you ever plan to like do a GCW show in the summertime, come down my way. I'll take you to Point Pleasant Beach and the seaside, like the real arcades, the old school arcades, like because they're on the boardwalk, like they're the real deal.
See, I gotta come see. I gotta come go to the boardwalk and everything while I'm there. So I think I'm torn. I think I might come to town on Thursday.
Yeah.
So I'll be there like Thursday, Friday, get there Thursday evening and be there like all day Friday, all day Saturday, and all day Sunday, so I can have some time to go check some stuff out. Think that'll be fun.
I'm 5 minutes from all that crap. I'm lucky. I'm like 15 minutes. Yeah. I know. I'm like, I have people like, where the hell are you from? I was like, I'm right in the middle of the shore, man. Like I'm in the middle of every, like, I have a perfect location,
That's awesome.
But Joey's not far away either. He's about 30 minutes away, 20 minutes, about 40 minutes away over in Asbury.
Oh, that's not bad.
Up in Asbury there.
Yeah.
When he's with his mom.
That ain't bad, then. That's not too bad. That's like a home show for him, then.
Yeah, he's doing a lot too, man, in Japan as we speak.
Oh, yeah. I caught one of his Instagram lives the other day. I think he's over here living his best life.
He's living it. I think he might as well just move there.
Hey, he's having a good time.
Yeah, I was seeing Billy there and seeing, everybody else. Alex is there. I think he's doing I think Alex is doing a run there for a while.
Yeah, I think he's staying there for like a month or so or something like that. He's been there for I think it was like 6 weeks or something, maybe.
It disappeared. Yeah, because I guess he wants to just take a break and, do that.
Yeah. Good for it. There's worse places to take a break in than Japan, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they have some insane arcades. Don't get me wrong; they got some.
Oh, I bet.
Or those vending machines that they always talk about. All the vending, you know.
Yeah, Dante was telling me that you can buy like liquor and stuff out of vending machines.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy like one vending machine have like iPads and stuff in it, and the
Yeah,
other one have booze in it, and like the other one have like
fresh
medicine in it
pizza,
and stuff.
fresh pizza,
Yeah,
fresh
I was
pizza.
like,
Freaking.
that's crazy. That's
I was
crazy.
watching something on Japan. There's actually a hotel that does robots.
What? I bet, dude. That's awesome.
Imagine.
And I saw that when GCW boys was over there. They all went to some place that was just where you like, pet dogs for a few hours or whatever. And that was it.
Yeah.
Like you just go pet puppies. That sounds like a very good business to me. Like if they had one of those here, I would. I mean, I got 2 dogs I could pet myself, but
Yeah.
something just seems awesome about just going and petting a dog that you could just sit there and pet and then you go away. That seems like a good business plan to me.
Mm-hmm. But let me ask you this. So how long have you held that belt for now for the Loco?
Well, I lost the logo when Brian Keith.
Okay.
And then he lost it to Chris
else.
Carter. But I still have 5 other ones, so we're still good. We're still Sammy 5 belts, so we're still good.
Sammy 5 belts, yes.
Technically, we're still Sammy 6 belts because one of the belts came with 2 belts, or one of the championships has 2 belts. So I still got 6 belts to carry around, so we're still good. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be hard to Texas champion for the rest of the time.
Well, you just gonna have to leave them all home when you come to AC.
Oh yeah, it cost me $1,000 to fly them all there.
I was gonna say, what does it cost? Does it cost? What does it actually cost to fly a belt?
Well, usually they go off weight, and like last time I flew with the belt, because when I flew down to Houston when I had the local belt, I just had it in my backpack and my carry-on, so like it wasn't a problem. But if I had 6 of them, probably gonna be a problem. It's probably gonna be they're gonna have their own bag and they're gonna weigh that bag.
That's scary. That's so scary though, carrying that. Yeah. Like that's a real deal. Like something you know.
Well, that's why it went in my back. That's why it went in my carry-on and not in anything else, because I wasn't gonna let that thing out of my sight.
No way. No way. Because those belts are. I always want to get myself. I got to do that one easily. I would order a replica belt. I got to do that sometime.
You can get the replica of the Loco ones, I know. And then I got a piece of the Loco belt. Yeah.
There you go.
I kept a piece of it. Not on purpose. It just broke off and fell off in my bag. So.
Sorry, Jamie.
Hey.
Sorry.
Hey. When the last one got set on fire, so I kept the other one in pretty good shape this time.
Yeah. Belts have gone. You really don't see many. I don't know. I've seen Atticus do that. I've seen a couple people throwing belts.
It hurt my heart because I really love that belt. I really love that belt.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just like this burnt to crisp thing. It's like this big now.
I know.
And it's all shriveled up. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart.
Days of those days are but you know what? Wrestling's wrestling. What do you do? It's just a phase. People. Well, let me ask you this, Sam. What you got coming up? Anything coming up?
Let's see. This weekend, I got a local show on Friday here in Sand Springs. It's like one town over.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, I'll be at XWE in Salina, Kansas. So that's going to be a good. I haven't been.
Which belt was that red one?
The red one. That's the Heart of Texas belt.
Okay.
It's right here, matter of fact.
Yeah, I didn't really get a good glance of it.
That's that Heart of Texas, boy. It's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's real nice.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one right there. That's a good one. I heard that. I had to. Me and Dmitry Alexandrov had a death match for that title. So that's what that picture was. I sent you for the little graphic.
Yeah.
Where I look really rough because Dmitry beat the hell out of me. Yep, that's right. Have you seen Dmitry Alexandrov, any of his stuff yet?
Have
you seen any of Dmitry Alexandrov's stuff yet?
Actually, he's coming on Thursday night.
Is he? Heck yeah, that's my boy. I've known him for, probably 10 years, maybe. Yeah. It's been a long time. Yeah, that's my guy.
He's He will be on the
Nice.
podcast.
Heck yeah.
I was supposed to have him a while back, but I just looked at, I'm like, wait a minute. I think I've had him, but we never scheduled anything. You know?
Oh yeah, no, you'll like him. He's a good dude. He's good, and he's killing it in the death matches right now. He's having some bangers.
That's a good thing. That's a
Oh
good
yeah,
thing. And you are too. So trying to get you.
oh, we're trying. Man, I'll tell you, I've been more sore. Been hitting the gym pretty hard for the past like month or two. I'm way more sore from that than I ever have been from wrestling. I'll tell you that. Man,
Jim, I'll tell you what, Jim wears you out, dude. It really does.
Hey, it does. But I'm finally getting to where I can tell a difference in the ring and stuff. So it's starting to pay off. So
yeah,
I gotta get up in, what time is it, right? It's 8:00 for me, so I gotta be up in 6 hours to go into the gym again.
Yeah, I gotta get up.
Right? Is that how time works?
I gotta get
No, I got 8 hours. Ooh,
Well,
well, I get up at 4 and then my gym buddy picks me up about 4:30.
Mm.
He's a lifesaver. Shout out Red James. That's my dude too.
Actually, shout out to Jordan Oliver for keep on training the boss.
Boy, man, I'm telling you. But even himself, Jordan getting swole, boy. Dang, yeah, I saw that when they were in Japan. He came out with them tassels looking like they were about to pop off.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man,
Yeah.
him and the young Nick Wayne both getting jacked.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
It's good for him,
heck yeah.
And Nick
That's
Wade
awesome,
too, as well. Yeah, everybody.
Oh yeah, that's awesome, man. Everybody's feeling good. That's a good
You
thing.
gotta get
That's a
that.
good
You gotta get that pumping.
Oh yeah.
I used to go to the gym back in the day, but I just work out. I'm a garbage man by day, so but I do a metal truck run, so I get the heavy iron.
Yep. That's a good job though. That's a job you'll always be able to have though. That's good. Normally I'm a truck driver, and I still have my CDO, and I'll keep my CDO forever, just because they're always going to need truck drivers.
Mm-hmm. I'm just a laborer, so hell, I'll just stay.
Hey,
that's my route.
That's what I've done. I've done labor jobs and stuff my whole life, pretty much. So
and wrestling.
Now,
wrestling.
Well, you used to have to wrestle at the same time. Now all I got to do is wrestle, and I got homeschool my kid during the day, and then that's all. That's about it. That's about it, man. Just hang out. Finally upgraded. Got a PS5 last week. That's pretty freaking exciting. Been playing that.
Yeah, I saw you're trying to figure out Twitch and stuff, huh? You're figuring or something?
Yeah. Because I think I'm gonna start streaming. I haven't picked a day yet, but I think I'm gonna try to pick 2 days.
Yeah.
And just stream, or I mean, because I don't care. Like, I'm not trying to become like a gamer, like streamer, and all like that. I just like to get on here, play a game, and hang out and talk to people. If people want to come down and watch and talk and chat, that's perfectly fine with me. If not, I'm going to be playing the game anyway, so might as well see it. If I do something cool, somebody might as well be able to see it.
Yeah. Get those little gifts or whatever.
Well, hey, man, I did that live last week, and I got my first little star donation thing. I almost cried. It was $2. I still almost cried though, because someone took the time to have to go on Facebook and buy the little things and transfer to me. That was freaking cool. That was super cool.
Wow. Yeah,
that was awesome.
So people that need to keep on going.
Oh, hey, even if it was just the one, that was just cool. That was cool.
You get Fuego style, But
oh yeah, he's hit me up with a lot of advice too.
That's good.
So shout out to Fuego, because me and him go way back too. A lot of people don't know that. Me and him wrestled each other for the first time it's probably been 8 or 9 years ago now.
I had his cousin on.
For the first time.
I had his cousin on.
He was telling me about his cousin, because he just recently got to go back and wrestle him, I think, in Alabama.
Yeah, he's been on Dark. Yeah. That's good though. He's worked at the factory and working.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Well, so Fuego's been working hard for years. He's always preached about traveling and stuff like that, and it obviously paid off.
I wish he could just travel and hit the East Coast. He needs to come this way, People need to see the East Coast.
Surprised he hadn't been up there more.
I don't know. It's like Sammy Guevara hasn't wrestled yet. Well, no, he did CZW that one time.
Yeah. Well, no, just Sammy doesn't do very many indies or anything, does he now? I don't think.
I don't think so.
If he does, I just haven't seen him.
I just noticed he posted where he cut off his vlog. He's done doing his vlogs.
Really? That's the first thing I knew him from his vlogs way before.
Go figure. Why would he want to? You know what? Maybe it's just too much.
I was on the show with him way back in like 2015, and he was like brand new. But he went out there and he hit like a double backflip onto somebody, and I like took a lap around the locker room because I lost my brain. But yeah, he's cool too. Yeah, that's awesome. That's good for him, man. Good for him.
Yeah, well, he's got a good life now. You know, he's living a good life.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Him and Ty, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you get to turn your hobby into your life, that's a pretty good life.
Yeah, I would shut the camera off for that though.
Well, yeah. Maybe that's the reason he's not doing it anymore. Maybe
having to run around the camera.
Well, yeah, maybe that's why he got tired doing it. Maybe he just wants to. Maybe he's married, settling down now. Wants to just live his life without being recorded. You know. I was saying maybe that's why he. Oh, I was saying maybe that's why he stopped doing the vlog. Maybe he's settling down now. Wants to just live his life. You know.
Yeah. But the Wi-Fi just cut out on us. So I guess is that a sign?
Maybe. Are we frozen?
There it is. Back.
Oh, there we go.
Great. Let's say I guess that's a sign that means tell me to get off of here.
Right on.
But Sam, I want to say thank you so much for coming on tonight.
No, thanks for having me, man. Had a good time. I got to set a reminder because I always forget the time difference.
I did too. I totally forgot about that.
When you sent me that almost ready, I was just chilling on the couch.
Yeah.
I was thinking I still had a whole another hour, so I got to remember that time change thing. I always have a good time talking with you, man. It's always a good time looking. Really, really, really looking forward to meeting you in person.
Absolutely, we're gonna have some fun.
Heck yeah.
Maybe we'll play the arcade games. You know,
heck yeah.
We'll play some games, challenge each other to something there. I don't know.
Heck yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. I'm looking forward to it.
But feel free to plug away anything you want.
You guys follow me on Sam Stackhouse on here on Facebook. TheSamStackhouse.com is a thing now, which is crazy. My wife got it for me for Father's Day. Shout out to Chelsea. That's my wife. She's fantastic. So you can keep updated there. There's YouTube links on there for matches if you want to watch those. Pretty soon there's going to be a store up there so you can get t-shirts, and we got beanies on the way. I got the stickers, 8x10s, stuff like that. So, and all that stuff's going to be available on the website soon. So just keep tuned to that. And then, like I said, you keep tuned to Facebook. That's where I update most of the time. You can follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. I'm on all of it. I update all of it. But Facebook's the main place because I'm an old man. So
that's awesome, Sam. I will see you soon enough. Pretty
soon. Sir. Yes, sir.
Days are counting, you know. TikTok.
Yes, sir.
I don't even know, but I am looking forward to my next podcast. As you just mentioned, your friend and a good wrestler. I'm looking forward to talking to Dimitri.
Yeah, fight bear. He's a bear fighter. That's my guy.
Dimitri
Alexandrov.
Alexandrov.
Yes.
There you go. I'm looking forward to talking to him on Thursday night at 8 p.m. I guess same time.
Vladimir Putin's least favorite wrestler.
And that's it. That's what I got going on. I just last week I had my last wrestling for my local wrestling. I got to see a battle royal, the big Mount Olympus Rumble. So that was like the big mecca of, I took my old man. We love going into those. This is fun, man. Just local wrestling, just support your local wrestlers. And it was just a good night out of wrestling, But next, I guess I'll plug it. GCW New Year's coming up, big 3-day weekend in Atlantic City. If everybody's there, go check it out. Log on to, check out gcw.com, buy the merch, go on GCW merch, and get your tickets for GCW Atlantic City. And then XPW presents, what are they doing? They're in Pomona, California, December 10th for XPW's XPW Wrestling presents Merry Christmas at the Derby Room. Get your tickets for that if you're in California, Pomona, California. Also, fans, January. Oh boy, I better get my dates back. Stay tuned, fans, because January 21st in Newark, New Jersey as well. XPW is going to be making their way back to the Heartland Ballroom as XPW presents We Are Not Your Kind. And we're bringing in Big Joe. Big Joe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Joe is coming. Effing Joe is coming.
That's a dude right there, man.
We got the stunt POR stuntman himself, JJ Escobar, is going to be making his way. And a whole bunch of other surprises as well. And we don't know who else is going to pop in there at XPW's We Are Not Your Kind. And then fans, make sure you get your tickets for December 3rd for Standalone Wrestling presents the Night of the Champions or Championship. Big, huge, solid. I'm gonna just better look at this before I'm going off the grid. I don't want to get yelled at by Chad. And he's actually probably right now talking to Rob Black right on the Rob Black. But I'll get to that in a minute. I'm just looking at this thing here. Oh, Contest of Champions and a fan fest as well during the daytime. So fans, get your tickets for December 3rd because it is in Toms River, New Jersey. And get your tickets at the Barnabas Health Arena in downtown Toms River. Check it out, fans. Get your tickets. Order them online. Tickets are going fast. And that's it. And make sure you all check out tonight at 9 p.m. right now. Get on and check out the Rob Black show. Check that podcast right out. The Rob Black podcast. And good night, everybody. Till then, have a good night, everybody.